Yeah.
It is the greatest pleasure on earth, I think, is to be able to sit and fool around with musical instruments. Nothing like it. I had a miserable time learning the piano at the age of about, I must have been about 7 or 8. In fact, that was almost very nearly the bargain I struck. I actually threatened my mother with a hunger strike. I said, I will starve myself to death rather than go on with this. And the hunger strike ran for 3 days. I actually had a bar of chocolate, but she didn't know that.
Instead of it being dang, and then we come in. I think we all come in strong like you have.
Yeah.
This is my wife.
Not anymore.
She deserves some respect, some dignity. I respect the living.
Greg Grunberg was one of the sort of guest actors in the show, and he had a band and was reforming it, and he asked me if I played keyboards, and I went along, and there was just such a fantastic bunch of people. It was such a thrill.
I was playing a charity event in Dallas, and Greg Grunberg was another one of the celebrity attendees there. I was there with my other band, and Greg saw us play and really, you know, just made the whole thing happen. He came up to me and said, I'd love to be in a band with you. Let's start our own band. We'll do everything for charity. And it's been an incredible mix. It's been a great ride.
Messed around with a bloke named Smokey. She loved him though he was cooking.
It's like having a business that you don't care if it succeeds or fails. You're just having a great time. Nothing but success comes out of this because everyone represents a charity.
We ended up with banned from TV. You see, it's a play on. But even that may not be a final version. I think we're still evolving. Except that once you get the T-shirts printed, you're committed, really, aren't you?
The band is a charity entity in and of itself. So all the money that comes in goes into a trust, and it goes out. So it's Banned from TV Global Charity Trust.
All right, hit it.
Our very first show we played as a band, we opened for Macy Gray and Mick Fleetwood, you know, and we were really not deserving of something like that as far as how we were as a band, but we had so much fun with it that the shows like that just kept coming for us, and so we've been pretty blessed, I think.
Suddenly we get a call from NBC, and they're putting together the House soundtrack. Do you want to be a part of this? Are you kidding me? Like, you know, for the band, it's a dream.
This is a story of Manny the Moocher. She was a red-hot hoochie coocher.
This was one of the most thrilling experiences of my life. I never really worked with, I mean, I'd recorded some things in a studio, but never really at this kind of level.
Our bass player, Brad Savage, couldn't be here this weekend. He's got a family function. Who steps in but Lester Holt?
I had to learn very, very quickly, but they were supportive. Everybody was kind of working out the arrangement. I felt like a part of the team immediately, and hopefully I think we put together some good music.
Love that chord. Love that chord.
We're working with David Foster right now, so that to me, as a guy who's made some albums in the past, is about the end-all be-all. This is creme de la creme.
There were so many aspects of this project that intrigued me. It just seemed like a good thing to do and a fun thing to do, and at this point, I only want to go where I belong and where I can do some good, you know.
And if you wanted, just for now, if you just want to do, you know, right hand only.
I never really knew what a record producer did apart from drive Ferraris, and I thought, well, that's odd because I could do that. What do they actually do? I see these guys go up and collect their Grammys, and he's, I think, gotten 15 or 20 or something ridiculous. Well, it took me about 45 seconds to realize what they do and how good this guy was. David Foster was quite phenomenal.
The whole band goes,
No, but I mean, I have to call someone.
you can get it. Or you'll do some version of that, you know.
I gave up the piano at 7, didn't really touch it for 10 years, and then I started fooling around at school. Since then, I've been pretty much sort of self-taught. I sort of noodled around.
You're really ripping it.
I can play the beginnings of hundreds of songs. I can play the end of maybe 1, 2 songs.
My fingers are raw. It's bad because these are my anchoring fingers.
I think that ultimately, you know, it's pretty cool that all these guys are able to do the things that they do with their day jobs, and then they can find the time and the passion to sit down and write some songs that we've actually worked on ourselves that are originals, but also learn all the cover tunes that we're playing, and especially someone like Hugh, who's working like 16-hour days every day, and he's in here, you know, playing the piano and just getting into it and having a blast, and it's been a great experience for us.
hardest instrument of all is the human voice. When you've actually got a microphone in front of you and an audience or a recording studio, you will hand it over to anybody who can do that.
Wasn't low down hoochie coochie. She wasn't rough, as tough as frail, but many had a heart as big as a whale.
You know, I had my moment today where I was in the booth and David Foster's like, man, your voice sounds great. I love your voice. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I think I'm good. I've had about as good of a moment as I'm ever gonna have as a musician.
Nice, guys. Nice singing, man.
Thanks, man.
Nice playing. It was good. Too bad the next part's gonna be harder.
This is the story of Mitty the Moocher.
But it would be kind of cool to be able to read David Foster's mind. I'll tell you that right now. To know exactly what he's really thinking when he says, man, that was awesome, you really nailed it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this particular group of guys, I would have given them about a 3 when I walked in, and they now get a 6 or a 6.5, which is not bad.
We are the best band in the world, and people are about to find that out. The best. It doesn't get any better than this.
It's really good, you guys.
Thank you.
Really, really good, man. It's really hot.
We've all listened to these sort of rough mixes about 1,000 times, and I think we're so drunk with it now that we probably can't tell whether it's any good or not.
She sat around and counted them 1,000,000 times.
Who cares if we're successful or if we're not? The charities benefit, and we're having a blast.
From our point of view, I don't think any of us would swap it for anything. It was an amazing time. The listener may have a different view entirely.
Right here. She had a dream about